Hi, welcome back to another episode of Layers, the series where I hang out with a friend in the creative field and show the depth of who they are through friendship. Today we're hanging out with E.T.
sinakumva ibyo bavuga njye uratandukanye aho ushatse hose wagera ako kana nikagufera icyo nshaka ubu ni amahera harabolenga ni nkawutera aho nisanga ni laute you put that shit on usa nkabike all of my show she been with the gang all of my feelings are still the same I don't care about PDA you looking dangerous give me the ET I'll make you fake man.
Hi people.
What's up people? How's it going?
How are you?
Me? I have to remind myself like that this is like a serious question sometimes. Because I'm trying to just be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I haven't thought about it in a minute. But I feel good. So that's one.
Yeah.
I feel good. Yeah, I feel like things right now are making sense. And that's rare for me to say that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm good.
That's good. You just got a haircut? You want to show that?
You know, the thing about haircuts, like anyone who knows, like the first day is never.
It looks fine to me, you know.
It's never as crisp as it's supposed to be, you know. Like you have to give it a few days, marinate.
It has to marinate.
I thought about it too when I was on my way. I was like, why? I could have just done it a few days before, but I was caught up. So this will have to do. Because I was looking a bit of a mess. So
Yeah.
I just got a haircut. Shout out Bosco, my barber.
No, Nate.
Yeah.
What, if you don't mind sharing, what's making things feel like they're making sense?
Well, I don't mind sharing. I just it's like I was saying, sometimes like it takes you a minute to put for me anyways, I can't speak for everyone, but for me sometimes it takes me a second to I don't know, get like catch up to where I'm at. Like you know, I feel like I put myself in like positions to do things that would make sense for me. And then like I just kind of like press a button and then keep going. And then later on, that's when I'm like, oh, okay, where are we at now? So now that you just asked me that, like I'm thinking of so many things like that made it that way, but it's like I feel like it's like almost like a year-long process for me since like around this time last year. I can't say too much about it right now.
Okay.
Because I'm still not sure. Maybe at some point in this like conversation I will say it.
Okay.
But let's just say that for now, I feel like for the first time in a long time, I'm giving time to the things that I should be giving time to. Like I feel like I made a jump towards something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. So it feels really good because usually like so many things that require your attention and time. So sometimes it's like it's difficult to feel aligned because there's so many things. It's part of what your soul wants to do, is what you have to do. I feel like now in this specific time, like I'm giving a lot of time to like my music and like the next phase of like, you know, my career as a musician. And like it's a starting process, but it's so fun. Like to be giving it this much time again, like it's so fun. Like it's been forever, you know, of like balancing life and so many different things. But like, yeah, I feel like in a nutshell, that's what it is for me. Like putting time where I'm supposed to put it, learning a lot of new things, and just excited for the new music that's coming out. It might be out by the time this is out. Who knows? You know, fingers crossed. But yeah, I was super excited, man. And I feel like I'm being very honest with like everything about me, like how I'm moving, you know, what I'm writing about, or at least what I was writing about when I was creating this project. I feel like it's so much like freedom that like I'm feeling, and like it just feels great, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I feel like I'm in a good space because of that.
I love
Yo.
that.
Yeah. My drink is here.
Your drink is here.
Well, guys, I don't know if this is what it was supposed to look like, but you know, it's supposed to be tea mixed with
Lemon and mint.
lemon and mint.
Yeah.
I see the mint. I think this is lemon. Is that the tea at the bottom?
I
Is that
think
the
that's the
sugar?
syrup. Yeah.
Oh, it's syrup, yeah. Oh, it's like a honey consistency situation going on. I don't know if I'm supposed to be. I don't know if I'm supposed to be like mixing it.
Yeah, you are.
I'm supposed to.
Because if you take, you can even use the straw.
Ah.
Cocoa, if you drink it straight, you're only gonna drink that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Shout out to Tash. She knows what's going. Oh yeah, okay.
You
Yeah.
see it?
All right, let's see. Guys, you know, you gotta learn these things. Eh? Moment of truth. Okay, now it looks like
What it's supposed to
it's
look
supposed
like.
to look like.
Thoughts?
Let's give it a minute.
Okay.
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
Yeah, it's nice.
But it's not what you're used to.
Well, it actually tastes like tea. 'Cause I feel like sometimes when I ask people for iced tea, they give me some juice mixed with. I don't know, but this is good.
Yeah. I
This
wonder what
has
that
a
is.
different-
I think it's the
Whatever
because I
this
see the
is.
mint, I see the lemon,
What-
but there's something else.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Is it calendula?
I have no idea what that is.
We'll figure it out.
I'll Google that later.
Yes.
But yeah, back to business. Yeah.
Back to business.
Yeah.
So in your new music that's it's out by the time this airs,
Yo.
inshallah.
Inshallah.
Actually, this is it. I'm gonna edit it in.
Oh yeah,
Go
this
stream.
is the one. Yeah.
But do you feel like that reflects what you're saying right now?
Oddly enough, like it took me a minute to finish it because like sometimes you create something. Okay, personally for me, like when I write, I can well, I don't know how true this is, but like for the most part, I can only create something that I'm over. Like if I'm over it, and at least I'm attempting to be over it, then the way when I write about it, that's kind of my way of like letting go of a situation. So the hard part of that is you can't let go of it, you know, because now you have to like, okay, there's one, you have to promote it, you have to make sure that it's out. That's number one. And then, you know, hopefully people like it, so you start performing it. So you have to keep tapping into that. So that's been difficult for me before, but I can I try my best to not make it seen that I'm over certain things. I try
Yeah.
to respect like each phases, you know, of my like career as a musician. But like if it reflects what I'm talking about, a part of it does. I'll tell you, I actually felt like I wanted to like play you some stuff. So like I feel like we can do that at some point,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, so then we can talk a bit more about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, for now it's like I think it reflects where I was, but it reflects like what got me where I am right now. So had I not gone through those things and like you know, just kind of like navigated those situations that I was in, I don't think I would be as like, you know, in a good place as I am right now. And like, cause you know, for me, when I write music, like I finish it and then the process of mixing starts, and that usually takes more time. Cause I'm very hands-on. I'm very like in the studio on like the producer's neck, like no this way, no that way.
Yeah.
You know, so that's hard also because you keep listening, you're like, I don't know if I still feel this way. But then there are moments if you really do it well, when you listen to the song for real, like it takes you back and you're just like, wow, okay. Yeah, but yeah, it was also topics that I usually rarely talk about in my music, so that was also difficult. Because then I was like, ah shit, people in my business. you know. But I'm welcoming them into my business, so I can't be mad. And I know people are gonna be asking me questions on questions, but I'm like, you know,
Are you ready to answer them?
I don't know. The thing about me is like I know when it's in the moment. Some things I just know that I wouldn't know unless it's in the moment. Some of them I will answer. Some of them I'll just be like, yeah.
You're in my business.
Yeah, you're my
Get
business. Get out. Definitely. I feel like I give off that vibe though. Some people want to, I don't know who told me this. Like, someone told me like, I don't know, because like I always get excited when someone says, "Can I ask you a question?" I was like, "Yeah, ask me." I don't know why, but I don't know why, but I get excited. And I remember like I don't know who asked me something recently said that, and I said actually I love people ask me questions like, especially if it's something that I never thought of, then I can ask their opinion as well. Like. I remember that person said like, really? Because like, I wouldn't think that. And I thought, what does that mean? You know? And then I think I said, what, am I like, and as meant as a joke, I was like, what, am I intimidating or something? They're like, yes. I'm like, what? Where is this coming from? Like, and it's sad to heard that before.
I want to see where they're coming from.
Damn. You find, I can't catch the everybody. Everybody's on me, man.
I wouldn't say intimidating.
Okay, yeah.
I'd say you're you're soft spoken.
Okay.
And you keep to yourself. Right?
Okay.
But it's not like how can I say this? It's not like you're standoffish. Right? Well, it's just you'd rather have
okay.
Your own.
Yeah.
You know? You'd rather curate your space.
So when you say standoffish, what do you mean? I think I know what that means, but what do you mean?
Like you give off being standoffish to me is someone who gives off the energy and means it of don't speak to me, don't interact with me, none of that. You don't have that. Okay. But you do have like I'm protecting my space. So if you walk into it,
okay.
Come correct.
Well, in that case. You know? in that case. No, but I feel like okay. I don't know if it's a conscious thing that I'm thinking because I feel like I've always been that way. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm like that like all the time. Well, I am, yeah. But I feel like I don't know. Maybe that's why I enjoy when people ask me questions like that. Cause I'm like, yeah, most people don't. So like, tell me. And the thing about me is like, even if someone asks me something and it's like way out of pocket, like I'll respect it. I'll be like, damn, okay. And then I'll actually think about it because I really consider like almost everything people say to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I didn't because some things I look at, I'm like, yeah, that you were supposed to get that anytime. But yeah, I feel like I can accept that. Like, but I think like it's also like I don't know if it's something about growing up being like the youngest at home and just like realizing everybody's doing their own thing, everyone is out there. It's like so for me, I was always kind of like, nah, like I'll be in the back, I'll go mind my business over there.
Yeah.
So I think that just became so much of like a part of me. Like actually, it was even now that I think about it, it was like way worse when I was younger because I didn't like people at all. So, and I know that's sad, like to admit. It's not sad. It's just is what it is. but like I didn't like people. But it's not that like I like individuals. I feel like to this day, low key. I feel like now I've grown into like liking people. I feel like some people
with the line of work you're in.
I don't have to really like them. I can just deal with them. Right? I don't think I have to do anything. You know, I feel like I can just be like, yeah, man. Yeah. This is the music y'all fuck really like. I'ma just find a way to push it, get it to your faces, and then like. But yeah, like your line of work, obviously, you have to learn how to be like communicate with people, be like cordial at least, right? Yeah. But I've learned to also be like, oh man, you know, some cool people out there, you know. But when I was younger, it was like. It was like, I don't know you.
You know, I was going to say that because I know you through your brother.
Aha, exactly.
Right? Because I distinctly remember your brother at International. Shout out. International. Shout out. Right? Yeah. And I know you were there, but I don't remember you there. You know what I mean? So it's like,
damn.
You were always just You know?
I guess so. Like, I don't know. It's like, I guess most people wouldn't even be offended by it. I'd be like, oh my God, you didn't see me. But for me, I'm like, yeah, why would you see me? Like, what's the point? And that's why it's funny, because I feel like people who knew me from then, when they found out I made music, they were like, no fucking way. I was like, there's no way in the world, not him, anyone. And then, I'll never forget this. One guy told me this. Like, I'll never forget this. After my first song, this is my first song. He's like, he told me the whole thing. He's like, no way. I was like, there's no way this is who I think it is. And I'm like, yeah, it's me. And he's like, no, the fact that you do music, that's very surprising. The fact that you make music and it's good is even more surprising. I was like, but oddly enough for me, that was like a huge compliment. I was like, yeah, thanks. You know, but someone else might feel like, you know, you're being like, I don't know, what's it called, backhanded compliment or something. But for me, I was just like, I understand. I really do, because but also for context, people, it makes more sense when you really know me, because it's like what I was saying, right? If I'm writing music, it's my way. Like, that's how I learned to even start speaking to people, because like I could write things down and I could see my thoughts and be like, oh, okay, like, you know, it's a lot here, but like if I put it here, like it makes more sense, right? So when I would see that, like I would learning how to rap also taught me, you know, how to speak as well. So I was like, I could speak, but I was very shy. I even like stuttered as a kid. So it was like, but oddly enough, I wasn't scared. I just like, it wasn't like a shyness. That's what people obviously would call it. And maybe to some extent, right? But like, I had never felt like, you know, like, oh my God, people, you know? I just kind of felt like, I don't know, like, I don't know these people, right? And I didn't, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, all in all, it's like, even that for my brother, it's like, you know, it's interesting, because like, as kids, there was a stark difference, you know, between, but we're a lot alike, more than people think.
Yeah.
I feel like he just kind of learned how to like deal with people earlier. Me, I didn't want to deal. I was just like, yeah, man, y'all still over there. But yeah, so I feel like I get it. Maybe some of that is still there. But there's some people who know me and they know me like this, right? And they're like, what? You're not like, I'm like,
You don't know.
ask anyone else. But yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah. So yeah, I feel like it's to circle back to the thing, you know, it's helped me deal with what I was dealing with at the time. But it was a lot of questions, like, about like, okay, I'll even say, like, it was more so like, you know, I think we're at that age where like our friends are starting to like make other steps in their lives, like to like start families and like get married, and, you know. So as a guy, you know, okay, okay, you will tell me your experience now, right, from a woman's perspective. A man's perspective, guys are okay with just being like, yeah, I don't have to think about this. I can always do this whenever, you know, and anyone can do it whenever, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like, but for me, you know, like, I don't know, I think there's a few moments that happen and I would look around and be like, like, the conversations I even have with some of my boys, like, it's mostly like what the typical conversation among guys will be, which is like, how do we get this money? How do we get this out? You know, we just hustle, right? The thing about that, sometimes like you forget, you know, unless you're already like in a committed like relationship, and you figured that out already, and like, you know, you're growing together. Like, unless you're in that situation, I think for the most part, like most guys like my age, anyways, they don't think about that a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I don't know what it was, but a few things happened, and then I thought, like, where am I, you know, as far as this goes? Because like, I know it's not gonna come from the sky. I'm not saying now, but like a couple of years, 5 years, I don't know how long. I would want things to look different. So where am I at? And people always my business about that specific part of my life. This is speaking. People always like, you know, talking to anyone, are you, whatever.
Really?
Yeah, people always ask me questions like this, and I'm like, do you
Leave
guys
me
ask this?
alone.
Do you guys ask this to everyone? At some point, I thought, you know, they ask this to everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe. No? Damn. I realized I have a lot of unique experiences. But yeah, so I feel like those things, you know, were happening, and And, you know, it got to a point where I was just like, I had a conversation with one of my boys, you know, about something that had happened. And it was a good thing that happened to like one of my boys, and just like, oh man, this is great, you know? And then like he asked me a question, like it was so deep. I remember thinking, like, damn. And then it kind of worked hand in hand with the fact that the songs I had already been making in the studio were kind of related to that. So maybe it was in the back of my mind, but I wasn't, you know, there yet. So like also have this thing that I do, like I trick myself into writing a song. What I do is because I realized it's hard to write the way you used to write when you started off. Because when you started off, you're like, ah, nobody's gonna listen to this, or
Yeah,
even
this
just a
is
couple
just for
people are
me.
just for me, like you
Yeah.
know. And that would allow you to just be so free and open about whatever you wanted to write about and talk about. But then, like you know, God's grace, things start going a bit better. More people listen to you, and then it's like now people genuinely like your music and they're waiting for it, and you're like, oh, damn, you know. So sometimes it will hit when you're writing. And be like, ah, man, but this might come off. But then I found myself thinking those things a couple of times. But when I found myself thinking that, I was like, no, 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 no. This is gonna ruin my music if I start thinking about everybody else while I'm creating. It's okay to think about it afterwards. The song is done. Maybe now you're thinking about how do I market it? If I'm doing a video, how do I? You know
Yeah.
that part you can, but like in the creating process you can't. So
Yeah.
what I would do is I would tell myself, oh man, I'm just writing, just you know, some exercise. 'Cause I do that a lot. Like I call it like lyrical exercises and stuff. I just like pick a random beat and just start writing to it or freestyle to it, and I keep it in my phone. And there's a bunch of them that I have, and sometimes I look back, I'm like, nah, but you gotta find a way to put these out. These are really good.
Do it.
Well,
Call it a little mixtape, little EP.
this is basically what's happening. So basically, that's what's happening. So I guess I got like 2 or 3 of them, and I was like, yeah, man, this is too good. I was like, this is too good, man. You have to find a way to finish these songs.
Yeah.
And where I felt like I needed help with someone else, I'd like give a feature to someone. I would randomly think about someone and be like, ah, you know, who would be great on this, and then pass it to somebody, and if they liked it, they went on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where the EP came from. But anyways, yeah, that was it. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. Or is this
That's
the
the
point?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So yeah. So that's how we ended up here with Mbwira, the EP. So yeah, as soon as like I had a conversation with my friend, and then I thought about it, and I went home. And so there was a beat that I had actually, one of the songs on the project, the last one the one before the last one.
You've already like
Yeah,
done the
that's the
track list and everything. Oh
yeah.
wow.
I that takes a lot of time for me, so that's like I
Yeah.
really hit out as soon as I can. Because for me, coherence and like sequencing is very important for me. Like
Okay.
if you
Yeah.
listen to my albums, my mixtapes, my shot, that's something I pride myself in. Like it never feels like out of place. Like and that's the hard part, because if you feel like you can do everything, if you feel like you can do this type of music and that type of music, and you're trying to like flex that muscle really bad, it's very difficult to find a way to make them all make sense, like in a sequencing matter. So yeah, that's how I ended up doing the songs. And I feel like after a while, you know, I was like, oh man, like I felt that conversation was needed. And looking back at the songs I've been doing, that I thought like, I'm just, you know, just writing just to, so that when I'm really back in the studio, I'm like, nah, these songs, these songs are special. Some of them were just like random interludes, and like it was just crazy. Like, but then now I look back and I'm like, no one be teachers are actually not that we're talking about. I'm like, damn, like I almost like scrapped all of them and said, yeah, let's do something else. But yeah, so like we'll see what happens with that. But I'm very happy that I went through with it, because by the time I had like 3 or 4 of them, I played them back to back, and I was like, yeah, no, there's no way I'm not releasing these. So even the ones that were just on my phone, I went to the studio, recorded them, and yeah, here you go.
Here we are.
Yup.
I think you had asked me to tell you what it's like from a woman's
From your
perspective.
perspective, yes, please.
It's worse. It's
I can
worse.
imagine.
Everyone, the parents, the aunties, the cousins, everyone's in your business. Asking you when will you marry? Uzadhubuka ryari? Tuzamufanta ryari? Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so stressful, but I think for me, barabyakiriye ko it's gonna happen when it happens.
That's good.
Yeah. And I'm also very low key. That's the word, I guess. Very low key.
I can
Not
see that.
many people know
Yeah.
what's going on
Sure.
in my love life.
For sure. As they should, like, as they shouldn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like I've ever given them something to.
To like stick on, like, but
Exactly.
when is this? Where?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So you don't be sharing that with like
helps
nobody in the obviously maybe the siblings, but like
the siblings, yes.
siblings are good, but like nobody, like no.
My mom knows.
Okay.
Yeah. She knows his family too, actually.
Oh,
she was very
good.
happy about it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. My dad knows there's a person, but that's as far as he knows.
Hey, shout out Pops. She's just okay with that. It's like, man, listen.
He exists, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
got some progressive parents. I love that. Yeah, honestly.
so yeah, no, beyond that, no.
But that's important too. Is like finding a way to, I don't know, to keep it, to safeguard it. You know. So that's also difficult, right? That's very difficult because people will ask, like they will want to know, they will want to have an opinion. It's just, I don't know, it's interesting to people, you know?
Yeah. And those opinions sometimes are just like, it's so beautiful when it's just you two, right? When you invite people in, oh my God. You know?
You know what I'm laughing? There's this TikTok or something I saw with the situation shit before you tell your friends.
It's roses and
And it's
butterflies.
like, you know, but to some extent, I'm like, okay, the situationship and friend situation, that's not good. The thing about not telling your friends today, though, it's like, I've learned sometimes, this might get me into trouble, but I've learned that sometimes, if you don't tell your friends, there's a reason why you didn't tell your friends, you know?
Yeah.
And that reason is gonna make sense eventually.
Yep.
So if it's family and things like that, I get it, you know. But even like, you know, not all family, obviously, but like some people should know, you know. People in your life should know.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it on the low ski and do your own thing, that's like, something is up, eh? I mean, something.
Yeah.
I may or may not be speaking from experience. May or may not.
We'll never know.
Who knows? Who knows anything? You know.
But yeah.
But yeah.
No, there has to be a few people close to you that you trust.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing. People, you know, hari abantu bazashaka kubi.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. I feel like people like they're right when they say, you know, let it first get like its feet like, you know, on the floor, like the relationship, so that even if I don't know, but when now it's like secure enough, y'all know enough about each other, like no one's gonna come to you and be like, wait, is that who did this? And you're like, You're like, no, and then you have to go back and ask them, why am I hearing this?
Now.
Now, and then they're like, oh my God, do you believe this? And you're like, well, so it's you know, yeah. So that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of content, a lot of content can be said to speak on. So yeah, I made an EP. But yeah, no, honestly, yeah. So I feel like, you know, it's just a matter of I don't know, growing up. It's a part of growing up, because like, I don't know, as a man, it's easy to like lock in, quote unquote, and just kind of do something, right? Like do something that's difficult. Just be like, you know what? such and such thing needs to be done. I'm just put my head down, like work on it, work on it. You know, next thing I know, it's gonna be good. I feel like for like relationships and things like that, like that's different. You know, it involves a lot of like, you know, I guess also like bearing yourself to someone. And personally, that's difficult for me because like because I'm good on my own. Like not even in a like a weird way. Like genuinely, I have a certain way I do things, and like I feel like so many things about my life are so specific that it's like it's I used to have a time period when I was constantly like explaining myself to people. Well, not everyone, but people I cared about, like especially if it was like new people. I'd be like, nah, you don't get it, like, and then most of the time they'd be like, oh yeah, I didn't get it, and that would push me to feel like, okay, maybe. And I don't know when it happened, but like at some point, maybe even earlier on, like early 20s or 20s, I just got like fed up with it. I was like, you know what, it's okay. Like I can just do my own thing, and learn to like not act like you're some sort of superhero who can like handle everything, and just be cool with like, you know what, if you need like friends or family or something like that, then you should be able to go to them for that.
Yeah.
I feel like for me it was like my whole thing was always like independence. Like I always chased that. And it's odd because you chase something long enough, you'll find at least your version of it. You'll be like, okay, I thought this actually wasn't possible. I thought it was like, chasing after the wind or something. But I don't know. I feel like I can't say too much either on that topic because I'm still figuring it out. I try my best, like, take my time with things. But I feel like my lesson on, like, that part of my life was kind of, I don't know. Like, I had to first really know what it is to 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 show up for yourself, you know? Because I have a tendency of thinking like, I got it, like it's fine, And most of the time I actually do. I feel like sometimes you overdo it. Like I found myself overdoing it to the point where I didn't know what the limit was, for the people I care about. Like, and this could be anything. This could be family, it could be, friends, it could be someone you're interested in. So it was like I almost didn't have the parameters in place for me to know, yeah, I need this, right? So I feel like, that came from like, this idea of independence that was not necessarily the truth. It was more so like isolation, to be honest, But yeah, so I feel like now, I don't know. Now I think I'm in a place where not looking, shout not back, but it's like I haven't felt like this good like in a minute, And I felt good, like I've gone through phases. I was like, oh yeah, life is good right now, right? Same way, there's been phases I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
But I feel like for me right now, it's like I don't know. I'm rediscovering so many things. Cut my hair, you know. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like how I felt when I started writing, and that's something I didn't know I could get back. I was just
Yeah.
like, man, it is what it is. Now, we just have to
Go
work
with
our
it.
way around it.
Yeah.
But now I feel like, and I'm only able to feel that way through honesty. I feel like as an artist, it's your job to be as honest as you can be, and when you're not, that's when you feel like tugged almost. I kind of almost feel like a fraud, you know. That's the way I could call it, because I know a lot of artists deal with things that they don't know what's going on. They're like, "What's wrong?" That's what's wrong. You know what you're supposed to be doing, or at least what's on your mind. I saw this video and Pharrell was saying how, like artists, like you just catch frequency for if you don't do it someone else will. And
Yes, I agree.
you agree?
You saw the joke. It's a joke. Michael Jackson. Have you seen that?
I was like, for some reason, that did not surprise me. And I was like, Michael Jackson seems like the type of person to do that. People don't know.
Apparently, Michael Jackson, if he had like a inspiration or an idea for a song, even with YouTube code,
Yep.
he'd wake up and go to the studio, record that, so God doesn't take it and give it to Prince.
Ha. All I'm saying is he was onto something.
He really
that
was.
man did Thriller and Off the Wall, all these amazing albums. So generally, I feel like
It's the truth.
it's the truth. So
I've
yeah.
had ideas that I didn't act on because maybe I wasn't in the space to, or I didn't have the right equipment to do that. And then like a few months later, I see it outside of me, and I'm like,
right? Yeah.
what?
I know. And he's like, damn, did I? Someone sneak?
Yeah.
But you know what it is? So like I read something, and I'm telling you this as well as my friend. Like I read something like not too long ago. It said like you deserve to win with what you have right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I was like, and that's it. So I feel like it's all of us as artists. You know, we have these things that we want to like. Oh, you know, and it's true, right? It's true. A better laptop would make it easier. Better speakers would make you able to listen to songs better. Better cameras, better this. It is true. But in the world we live in right now, like people have done with like a webcam, literally. Like, you know, I've seen people online who like do little like cool videos, and they find a way to make the webcam, because it's so grainy and it's so like poor quality, it's now almost aesthetic, you know. So then they do these little edits to it. I'm like, this is the coolest video I've ever seen, and it's just someone on their webcam, and it's like, obviously, you know, it sucks that, you know, it could be better, and you have these ideas, but like that quote really helped me as well. I was like, damn, you deserve to win, like even with what you have right now, where you are right now, and it also gives you freedom of being like, just go for it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And allow yourself to empty the vessel from like what's not needed to just catch the frequencies. I know for a fact that the subject matter on this EP, I'm not gonna be surprised like not too long after someone's gonna be like, damn, I was actually in this bag. But I'm like, that me too, I was in that bag. I was like, I'm not letting anybody put this out before me. This is mine. Cause I was like, nah, if I put this out later, that's why like it's coming out ASAP. Bro. Like people are gonna see this. Yo, I just talked about it, boom, then it was out. So that's why.
It's currently, what day is it? The 14th?
Today I think I don't know if my watch is on 15th or 14th. Yeah,
it's August 14th.
August 14th.
And
so like
it dropped when it dropped. We don't
when
know
it dropped, you know, all you know is that it dropped.
Yes.
Yeah, and you liked it.
And you're about to go stream it.
Tell your friends too. Yeah. But yeah, how does that make you feel though? Like how like does that thought, you know, like make you feel? Do you believe that? Do you think, you know, what emotion comes to you when you think about that?
I'm gonna have to sit with it a bit more, because I definitely feel like I've internalized code. There's certain things I need in order to make it.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
I'm like, no.
It's a difficult thing to unlearn.
Yeah,
I
very
know.
much. But I've been so blessed to be gifted so many things in order for me to kickstart my content creation. Like the camera that I use, the microphones that I use, the ring lights that I use, none of them were a purchase. They were gifted.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of expecting a laptop to be gifted, but
No, put that into the universe, man. Come to you.
but I like, that's not lost on me that all these things are coming to me for a reason, right? But I still am in that mindset of need this. I don't know. I guess it's because I'm always thinking it could be better.
Of course, yeah, and it can. You know, it can. And I agree with you. Even for me, like it's something I'm almost turning into a mantra to be like. Because for me, anyways, in this moment in my life, like maybe that's why I'm also peaceful. Because like I'm adapting a character of like figure it out, you know, just get it done, figure it out. Because if we're gonna find reasons to not do something or why things are not going well, my goodness, do we have reasons? Can't be valid ones. We're not making this up. Like, it's real life situations, but like everyone that I've ever like looked at and I thought, man, you know, they're great. I feel like that's a skill that they acquire. Because I don't think anyone is like that naturally. Maybe some people it's easier for them, but like I feel like it's something you have to learn to just be like, let me figure out how to make this work. You know, like instead of just saying like I'm gonna just sit and wait. You know, because the waiting process I've realized for me, anyways, is the most daunting one for me. It's terrible. Like I can be literally in the middle of like my things that even people if I told them they wouldn't believe it. But I'm cool with it because I'm just like, well, you know, this is the reality of it. You know, I don't like uncertainty. Right? So like, when someone said that's the someone says the African father in me, you know. But generally, I think I give up those vibes sometimes. So I just like I don't like a review. I don't like. It's like, man, when I'm in some place and people are like taking too long to do something, I'm like, bro, can we?
Yeah. Can we focus?
Can we literally like lock in? You know, like even in the studio, if I find you talking,
I've been in the studio with you
yeah,
just a few times.
Yeah.
That's the vibe you give up. You're like, what are we doing?
Let me tell you, don't find me in the studio, my nigga. Because, like, you know, Nikita once told me a funny story how she came to us. At the time, I don't know. I think it was the same one. She was Kachi, is that the one you went to? Or which one did you come to? I don't remember, Sha. Boy? I know?
Yeah, it wasn't a studio that you usually go to.
Okay. Oh! Even there, I feel like I was chill because it was like, that's not a place I usually go to. Nikita once told me the story when she came. I don't know, at the time it was Kachiru. It was like with the whole gang, like the whole Loud Sound. Like, and Loud Sound, you know, is like 10 niggas in the room. Like,
I have heard of that studio, and it's always the same story.
Yo,
like, it's a bunch of niggas
it's
in
a
here.
bunch of niggas. But for me personally, I fucking loved it. Because, like, for me, the reason why I loved it because it's challenged me, right? Because I was always bedroom producer and, you know, artists, like, just, like, figuring it out for hours. But there you were like, man, you got 30 minutes, 15, something like that, tops. Because there's a bunch of other people, and they also need a studio session, right?
And they're watching.
And they're watching. Because they're like, yo, if I go outside, and whoever stayed inside in the booth, and let's say man's whose recording doesn't take too long, and then or maybe he gives up along the way, the guy who stayed in the studio is gonna record right after me, and I want to do other things too with my day. So everyone was on that type of time in Korea. People would be staying like this.
Yeah.
In a studio, like 8 niggas, not including you and the producer, you know? And you're just squeezed in like a room, and you're just like, man,
Shout
you
out
know?
to, it was Zed, right?
Shout out to Zed, man. Zed is a real one, man. Shout out. To this day, I'm like, man. And by the way, and he was cool with everyone. He still is, you know.
Yeah.
He'd like be like, okay, what are we doing? Boom, 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 boom. And I'm sure that also, like, he even told me that like, he's also helped him like really be like fast and get the work done. And to me, that helped me because it was like now it's almost like a silent little competition, but not like on some like I'm better than you type of thing, but on some like I low-key wanna, you know, flex my muscle and like show you that I'm really like that, you know. Plus, yeah, for me, call it a flex, whatever. I'm super like fast in the studio. I don't waste time. Like I'm a 1 take, 2 takes tops, guys. Like type of guy, you know. I'm in and out, you know. So if someone saw me in the studio, like they would all come through because it'd be like, he won't be long. So, and sometimes I'd also get away with it because I'd be like, say, you know, I would name that song, you know? And I just drop the thing, I just cover coming, you know, and yeah, so that whole thing really taught me as well to just be like, and I love the fact that everybody was there. Also, everybody who was there also had that thing about them. They were like, nah, man, like, and it was so fun because sometimes you would record and like literally one of the guys who would elevate the song is right next to you about to record something else. And we'd be like in the back. And it was so fun because it's like everyone would be so, you see all of us, you know, we're out there, we have our energy, we do our own thing. But like in the studio, everyone's like super respectful.
Yeah.
Everyone was just there chilling. If you even want to feature, you'd be like almost shy to ask. You'd be like, like, say, is this song done? Or and then the guys be like, you want to get on this? I'm like, shit, I thought you never asked. And then it'd be like, I actually wrote a whole verse while you're doing this. And then like that's how a bunch of songs were done. Like at the time, like that was like 2021s to 2022s, 2020 good show. It was super fun too. Like those are still my guys, you know, and everything. But like, you know, that time was such an important thing for me and for all of us, I'm sure. But that's what I was saying. Like, Nita saw me at the stool, and I guess, you know, she was also used to me, like, you know, those different types of studios. It's like, oh, we're in just somebody's house and making it up as we go. And then she saw me. She found me at the time. I was still writing my book. You know, I was really locked in, like no phone, no nothing. Just headphones, sitting on the phone, writing. And she comes in, and I didn't realize the energy I gave off until she told me later. But you know, but she's my guy, so she knows, you know.
Yeah.
But like, she can say, hey, I say, hey. So then I went back to it. She looked at me, she was like, let me leave this guy alone. She later on told me, she's like, Steve, if anyone ever sees you in the studio who knows you in real life, we need to give them warnings and be like,
Absolutely. It was
don't.
like, Steve, I couldn't be fake.
That's like, she don't like me anymore. Like, what did I do? Like, you're so mad. I'm like, no, I'm really not. I'm just. But yeah, I feel like I have this thing within me where I'm like, nah. I want to do things right. I want to do things like the correct way, and I never want to waste time. You know, I feel like if we can do this in 5 minutes, I don't see why we're spending 30 minutes niggas in the studio talking for no reason. Like, but it would tell a story. I've actually had moments where I was the one to be like, yo, can we be serious for a second?
Yeah.
I generally be like, yo, guys, I hate it sometimes. I come off that way, but I don't care. I'll just be like, guys, can you shut up for a second? Like, we're recording.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, my bad. So I have a thing when we started making music. It's a term that me and my boys used to use. Like, we said and go, we call them rap niggas. Rap niggas are people in the studio who are not doing shit. So like it's like almost like the hype man in the studio. They're just there, you know, cupping a drink, going outside, calling their girls, whatever. And we're working. And I'm like,
the function.
it's the function, you know. They literally call it where the fuck
Where
the
you
function,
at?
you know.
Come through.
And then I'm in there, man. The producer like this mixing. You know that meme of like, like that's literally, we're like, because sometimes I even do that, even though I don't know too much about production, but I know enough about FL Studio to like grab the mouse and be like, no, cut it this way.
Yeah.
So in the middle of that, and niggas is outside, I'm like, man. Sometimes I'm like, y'all go talk to them, because if I go, I'm gonna be mean, and I have beef with random people. But yeah, so maybe you had a point about me and my.
You see what I mean?
I see what you mean, but I like that, man. I don't like nonsense, man. I just don't, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
I feel like that's very needed, though. In any studio setting, someone like you is needed, or else nothing's gonna get done.
Oh, word, yeah.
Ever. When did the studio become that
the function? That's what I'm saying. When did that happen?
Yeah.
But I feel like I understand from a certain perspective. It's like, because it's not also coming from a bad place. Like these are fans, like they want to be around. I've realized more people want to be part of a session more than I thought. You know, I feel like so maybe it's just from that perspective. It's like, oh, we just want to see how these things are done. And I'm like, yeah, actually, as a fan, I would enjoy that, but like, don't get too comfortable either, man. Don't be
like we're working.
We're really working.
Like, respect the work.
That's all it is. That's literally all it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I can come off as, you know, a bit of a bully in the studio, but shit, man. If not ready for that.
Commercial break. If you or a loved one has encountered Steve in the studio, you can text this number to get an apology.
I apologize. Matter of fact, no, I don't apologize. Why were you there? Studio etiquette, man. All we're asking is that. But guys, no, I'm not. Don't see this and think I'm like some sort of, you know,
he's a very sweet guy.
Studio tyrant. I'm not. Kind of.
He just knows when to tap into the work mode and when to
That's all it is. That's all it is, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go. Who are the features on Gira?
So far it's Semasole, Ruta is on there.
Yes.
Yeah. And Bruce the First is on there. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
Watch out for that one.
Okay.
Special. I was just listening to it on my way because it's the last one that I got. The master tour, it took forever, but finally I got it. And listen,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Makes
Is all I'm gonna say.
sense.
It makes sense. Because it's all, even for me, when I thought about him like on a song, it was random because I was like, I just heard the beat, and for some reason I was like,
You thought of him?
and I didn't know if he would like, because I never assume anything. I try not to anyway. So I was just like,
Yeah.
and it's so that's how old the song is. Like, I recorded it around the time, so we were booked for an Amstel show.
I remember.
yeah.
Which Nigerian artist was it?
Budru,
Yes.
Benson.
Yeah.
My bad.
BXN.
Yeah, that thing. So, so yeah, it was like the Amstel experience, I think. Yeah, and it was, I think, November, October, something like that. It was a super fun experience, though. Like, it was my first time really getting like booked for like a big show like that, and like, real like contracts, like long term, like let's work. And that was really cool because like even that to me at that time, it made me feel like, because I hadn't dropped music in a minute around that time, and I was like, damn, these big corporations are still calling me, like,
Yeah.
like to give me the biggest deal I ever got. I was just like, yo, man. That's one of the moments I was like, yeah, man, we gotta lock in for real. Like, we gotta give the people something. And the show went amazing. Honestly, my performance was great too. I was super happy about it. And then afterwards, actually, while we're preparing for the show, that's when I had recorded that song. It's called Habibi, but I don't know if I kind of changed the name. I think it's still Habibi. But like, it was like I could see almost anyone being good on it. But for some reason, I just like, so I reached out to him, because we were doing the press run together, and I was like, oh my God, do you think about this? And he, he's like, send it to me because we were running around. I was like, listen to this, let me know. So then tratando kana, he gets in the car, some place, he's bumping it. He calls me as soon as like he leaves. He's like, what? Bro, this is amazing. I'm like, you like it? So he's like, yeah, man, like, let's do it. So that's then. And that was like November, October, maybe September
2024.
2024. And I just got the master now in August. So it's like,
Guys, it takes time.
it takes time, man. But it doesn't have to take this much time, but sometimes.
I think it takes time because the people and whoever is watching this who has the capacity to make a change.
Right.
But the people who are creating this also have to have side things to survive.
Word, exactly.
So
Big
they're
facts,
not giving their full time to the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. And that in itself is like
Hectic.
very hectic, to say the
Yeah.
least.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce is, I think, Sema, I was expecting it. I already told you.
Yeah. That's all.
Because it's always
like, right?
beautiful.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ruta, I wasn't expecting it, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
But Bruce,
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear it.
Oh, listen, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Listen.
I can't wait,
He killed
'cause-
it. He
yeah.
killed it. He killed it. I'm like, there's nothing better in this world than like thinking of something, like seeing it like in your mind and it bringing it to life, and you're like, yes,
This is what I envisioned.
this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
Probably even better, So he did his thing, and like, and he's a great person to work with. Honestly, like, I want to give a shout out to like all the artists. Anyways, the ones that I've worked with, it's just such a good energy going on, and it's like there's no ego. It's always like respect, Obviously, that doesn't apply to everyone. I don't know everyone, so I can't. But like, to some people, for real, like they're really good people, and like they're always open to something, and there's a mutual respect there. Like, if I can see what you're doing, you're going out of your way to really push this thing and make it a real like thing that you can live off of and build off of, and like, we're literally creating something from, not much, right? Yes, people have paved the way, but now this is a new world. This is a new environment, So every time I see someone who's moving a certain way, I'm just like, man, I can't help but respect it, So big shout out to Bruce, big shout out to everyone in the EP, for, lending me your talents and allowing me to work with you. And big shout out to the producers, man. Listen, I can't say enough about
the unsung
producers.
heroes. People don't know.
People don't know, but we're gonna keep singing their praises, man. But yeah, big shout out to all the producers, all the artists who were on the EP. Can't wait to work with y'all again. Yeah. But yeah, enough about me, Tita. How you doing? I feel uncomfortable when I talk about
this is about you.
No, but it's a conversation.
It
That's
is
what
a
you
conversation.
Said. So,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But I feel like people know enough about me.
Do they?
I say way too much about myself. I put myself out there.
You
so
do,
much.
And I love it, honestly. Honestly, guys, you not only follow her on YouTube, follow her on TikTok as well. She makes really cool videos on TikTok.
Thank you.
Aesthetic, the color thing. Very cool, very cool, very cool.
Thank you.
Big shout out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I'm okay.
Yeah.
Life's kicking my ass right now. I'm so tired all the time. But
understandable. We do be kicking our asses.
But I'm giving myself until the end of the year.
To?
I allow it to kick my ass.
Oh shit.
I'm like, know what?
I was not ready because damn, okay.
I said I understand why things need to be this way. I understand why I need to be busy.
Yeah.
December 31st, 2025.
After that, no more.
No more. I'm figuring out how to make time for myself.
It doesn't, But you're doing good. I know there was a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like you're doing way better.
Thank you.
In that realm. I think so.
Yeah.
You should think about it, because there was a time.
There was a time.
I was just like, yeah. Promise you don't have to do all this. I promise, like, we'll figure something. Just like we can figure a way out. You don't have to put yourself to this.
Yeah.
And I feel like around that time, that's when you started also kind of like taking your time to do your own thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Layers. Shout out tecla.
Thank you. Shout out E.T.
Shout out me.
She said Birdman.
Birdman. Black Birdman. Oh, man.
Sun's going down. We're losing the light.
Oh.
No, we're... Thank God because of the heat. Yes, I get it.
He was crazy.
What were you saying?
See what I'm saying, man? I always have to give context to things that
I think those would get it.
They don't damn shit.
They were never meant to.
They were never meant to. That's real, man. That's so real. I feel like I want to come back to that thing you talked about like winning where you are and like pivoting from like that thing of like feeling like life is kicking our asses and stuff and like being like, how do I figure this out? I do feel like, I don't know, like it's okay to be like hopeful, right? Sometimes it's hard, especially when you're a very realistic person and you've been in real life for a minute. You know? Like you become a realist by default. I'm speaking from my own perspective as well. So there's some things that like, to me, it was just like, well, this is just the way things are. I will have to find a way to work around the way things are. But at the same time, like I have to do this, I have to do that. But I feel like, sometimes you just have to jump and be like, well, you know what? I've tried this way. Let's try my way, right? Let's just be like, you know what? Like, what is it that it's in my heart? Because I don't know about other people, but for me, it's like I almost always know what I'm supposed to be doing, right? At least in the moment.
Yeah.
It's a nice cookie.
Very nice cookie. Very nice.
Want to show it to the people?
I'll do a B-roll later.
Oh, okay. I'll do a B-roll. Nah.
No, you can. Okay.
They gotta see. They gotta see what we're working with. No. I was just
Oh,
gonna
you were.
bring. That's what I was
You can show
saying.
them.
I was just gonna bring it for dude. Yeah. This is just another excuse for me to take another bit. It's very
It's very good.
okay. Guys,
We dance.
I promise you I'm gonna come back to what I was about to say.
Okay.
Anyway, this
You
one
just need a little bite.
oh.
No, it's really good, guys. You'd get it if you had this.
Thank you so much for the cooking. That was good. I think I was saying something about like, oh yeah, knowing what, you know.
You're supposed to do.
Yeah. I was about to say like, sometimes, you know, I can speak for I can speak for myself, like in the way that I sometimes look ahead. I'm like, okay, this is the overall grand scheme of things. This is the way I want it to be. And I feel like that's when I tend to catch myself thinking about how I don't have this though, I don't have that though. Like I've tried to adapt the mentality of okay, but what can I do now? Is there anything that I can even like try to think about, practice, or like put into motion to at least set me in that direction, at least a step closer, just one step. So I do feel like sometimes, you know, that's what I'm learning anyways. One, to make things happen, to make things like come together and be like, yo, it doesn't matter. Like where everyone else is gonna be like, yeah, but you're gonna be like, I don't care. Let's figure a way out, right? And that mentality has really been helping me because it's like there's always a little something, but obviously this comes with experience because I have been doing this for a minute, you know, so thank God for experience as well. But I feel like there's always something I know that I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel like when I'm not doing that, it's like, well, you know, I'm also failing myself as like what's it called? As a creative. So yeah, I feel like that's a great thing. I wonder what's coming.
I know. Me too.
Hi.
It's on the house.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
I was thinking you don't have food yet.
Oh,
Thank you so
no,
much.
thank you so much. Oh wow, guys, you don't believe this. More food. I know if
On the house.
I know if people who know me, if they're watching this, they're gonna be like, yeah, that's such a Steve thing to happen. I always make it when the food is ready.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's an event, people have been sitting for hours.
When you
and
come
then they
through.
stand up, boom, I walk in. They're like, bro, how did you know? I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. You know? Just bless, man. So, you know, if you see me, there's going to be food around. I don't know how,
I need
but
to keep you around me.
let me tell you, man.
I got more.
Listen, man. Just letting you know. If you start seeing me hang out with Teta, now you know her reasons. I don't know why we didn't hang out. Valid reasons, though. Valid reasons. But yeah, before we, you know, go crazy this clip, yeah, I was just saying like that it's very important to try your best to do that, you know. And I'm speaking to myself as well. I'm not just like pointing fingers at anyone. I'm generally speaking to myself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm learning to always be like a solution finder, you know. It's like problems are there, man. They're there
In abundance.
in abundance. But you know, speaking of abundance, it's like
Yeah.
it's having like a spirit of abundance as well. Feeling like, nah, I will not lack.
Yeah.
You know. And genuinely, the times that I've done that, man,
Yeah.
I did not lack anything.
The key is to believe it.
The keys to believe it.
Like, you jump, you will be caught.
Facts.
Yeah.
Genuinely. So, you know, just pray for discernment, pray for guidance, and be bold, man. Be bold.
Yeah.
I saw this video, one person said, that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. I feel like someone said, if you're going to fail miserably. You know, if you're going to, don't do anything half-heartedly, like jump, throw caution at the wind, like just go. Just go and go and go. And you know, we're young, man, so only going to be this age once, so.
For real. All we have is time. Use
all we
it.
have is time. You
Yeah.
know?
You know, I usually end by asking any final remarks.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you just gave
I feel like
yours.
that's it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all. Honestly, other than that, just like be your biggest fan. You're that guy, you're that girl, you know? Believe it. That feeling that you have when you're doing something, it's real.
It's
you
real.
know, it's real. It exists. If you feel it, someone else will.
Yeah. Don't be Prince.
Don't be princed. You know, do not
In
be
a world of
princed.
princes, be a Michael Jackson.
Be a Michael Jackson. Exactly. That's a good one. You know, but also be a prince because you know
Just get
if someone else is lacking on that idea, you catch it first. Go for it. You know, but but yeah, I feel like you know be that way and just I don't know, man. Believe in what you do, and also I don't know, like really put 10 toes behind everything that you do. Like really be 10 toes down. Really be like, I want to do this, and if you want to do it, if you care about it, I promise you someone else will. Like there's a tribe for you out there. Now the work starts of like, how do I find my tribe? And if you think of it that way, then it seems less like, oh, I'm just marketing. I'm just, you know.
Yeah.
Now it seems like you're looking for community, you know. And community's there, you know. Just do your thing, man, and you'd be surprised, man, where you get to. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Thank you
Thank
for doing
you.
this.
Of course, I got you.
Got you.
Thank you very much, Tecla.
For the
Subscribe to our
last time.
channel.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
And stream
Yeah.
right here.
Out everywhere. Surely.
Now please don't be shy. No, I won't buy. You know I won't fight.